All right, you guys, let's get going on example 3. So these are, again, very similar to what we did in the previous section where we're proving triangles are congruent by SSS, SAS, AS, and ASA. So if you feel comfortable doing this on your own, you could try it on your own. Just don't forget, you do have to establish that these are right triangles. If you see here, this triangle is not shown to be a right triangle yet. So if you want to follow along to see how I establish these as a right triangle first, and then you want to try it on your own, I encourage you to do so. Otherwise, follow along with me and we'll have a dandy time. Okay, let's get going. So, I must establish that these are right triangles if I want to use the HL theorem. Okay, which I really want to use the HL theorem because it's super fun, right? I currently know triangle KCS is a right triangle because it has a right angle. But oh no, triangle UCD, that's a D. Triangle UCD does not have a right angle, which means I don't know it's a right triangle, which is upsetting. Do you guys see anything in my picture that would let me know that that is a right angle, which then I could say that these are right triangles? Holy hot dog, do you guys see it? Do you guys see the X? Do you see it? Look there. Do you guys see the X? Okay, so if we see the X, that means these are vertical angles, which not only means that these are congruent, but if they're congruent, that means that this has to be a right angle as well. Okay, so vertical angles will tell me that angle UCD, that's a D, is a right angle. So, and if I know that's a right angle, that means this is a right triangle, right? So I'm going to first establish that this is a right angle. So I'm going to say angle UCD is right. And I know that because of the vertical angle theorem, because vertical angles create two congruent angles, which means this one has to be right as well. So that would be by the vertical angle theorem. Vertical angle theorem. Okay, and now that I know that that is right, now I know that both of my triangles are right triangles because they have a right angle. So by my definition of a right triangle, I now know that these two are right triangles. So I'm going to say, and again, I didn't leave much space. I'm sorry, you guys. Yell at me right now. It won't offend me. I'm sorry. Okay, so I know triangle KCS. Oh, wow, Miss Long. You said KCS, but you wrote KS. What's wrong with you? Get your life together, Miss Long. So triangle KCS and triangle UCD are right triangles. And I know this because that's what it means to be a right triangle. So that'd be definition of a right triangle. Sorry, you guys. Okay. Which I know it's kind of all running together. If you want to separate it, you can. I'm sorry. On your paper, hopefully you leave more space than me. But anyway, so now I know that I have two right triangles, which means I might possibly be able to show that these two triangles are congruent by HL. And you know, this is really bothering me, you guys, so I'm going to erase 3 and 4 and rearrange them so I actually have some space, because this is irking me right now, and I don't like it. Okay, so I'm going to put 3 here and 4 here. Okay. So, now that I know these are right triangles, I need to mark in anything else that is given to me in my picture. I currently know that U to the C is congruent to C to the S because it was given to me. And are these two sides the legs or the hypotenuse of your right triangles? They are the legs. So this is a leg. So I know a leg is marked congruent. So I hope that my other side is a hypotenuse. Because if so, that means the triangles are congruent by the hypotenuse leg theorem. So I also know that UD is congruent to KS, also because it was given to me. So which sides of my right triangle is UD and KS? Well, they are across from the right angle, which means they are the hypotenuse. So this is the hypotenuse. Yay. Okay, so I have proven that the hypotenuse and the leg of two of my triangles are congruent. So my two triangles are congruent by the hypotenuse leg theorem. Okay, so I'm going to say for my triangle congruency statement, that triangle, I'm going to say DUC. So if I trace my triangle using DUC, I have one tick mark, congruent mark, I have two tick marks, and I have 0. So 1, 2, 0. So I'm going to say DUC goes from 1 to 2 to 0 tick marks, is congruent to triangle. So I want to go from 1 to 2 to 0. So 1 to 2 to 0. So that would be KSC. So 1, 2, 0 would be KSC. And I know they're congruent by the hypotenuse leg theorem. Yay! Example 3 was awesome. I bet example 4 is going to be even more exciting. So let's get going on example 4, you guys.